Hi there, Chris here, another quick tip for you all. In this video we are going to finish off Lotaan from the Idoneth Deepkin army. And as you can see here, we have all his three sub-assemblies ready to go. We have the base, the octopus, and Lotaan himself. We are going to be assembling these guys and finishing off the model. So the octopus, because we had carefully put in the rod that was kind of sitting in the gap inside the main body, it's pretty straightforward pulling him off the little paper clip that we had attached him to for ease of painting. Lotaan himself, we're simply just going to clip the paper clip because this is where we're going to glue him into the base, and so I'm just cutting off a couple millimeters from the foot and then just very carefully separating them. Once we have those two parts separated and ready to go, we are going to clear off the contact point where the tentacles meet up on his back. I should say tentacle. There's only one tentacle that meets up on his back, and then there's one that also meets up on his scroll that he's holding in his hand. But that one, you can pretty much just slide into place, and in fact, that's what I do here. I'm just simply cleaning off the contact points where they go if I'm going to use contact cement or super glue. I simply fit the models back together and make sure that they all go back together nice and easily. And of course, because these models are so well designed, just leaving them in sub-assemblies like this is a breeze, and you can pretty much line them right back up exactly how they need to be. Super glue is what we're going to use here just to attach them. I'm going to use a little bit on the end of an X-Acto blade to exactly put where I need that glue on that contact point, that tiniest little point. And basically I'm just going to fit them in together, and I'm using the blade itself to kind of just hold the model in place. Once I've given it enough time to dry, you can see the tentacle there lined up with his scroll work, and then the tentacle on his back all lines up nicely. And so here with the pin, I'm just simply going to press with a little bit of pressure into the base just to point out where I'm going to drill for the model to attach to. You can see that we've got a nice little mark on the base. Here I'm simply using my pin vise to drill out where I'm going to apply the model. Just give it a quick little test fit to see positioning and where I want everybody, kind of how much space I want in front of them and such. Super glue onto the pin, as well as that little blob that's on the end of the tentacle that touches down on the base. Just the tiniest amount of super glue is needed. And as you can see, we're simply just going to apply a little bit of pressure, make sure they're all nice and firmly in place. Now, of course, that little blob on the base from the tentacle is still pink, so we're going to have to fix that. Meditrranean Blue is next. This is from scale 75, and we're very carefully just going to basically apply this in just onto that little blob there. Again, we're not going to be too worried about blending it all into the base on how we had applied it initially and everything like that. Next, we're going to use some sky blue, and this is going to be a highlight color onto the area. And again, I'm just kind of concentrating really on the back side of the base and everything like that. And again, you can see we're simply just applying it here and there. Not really worried about blending. Caribbean Blue is next. This is going to be just applied on the back side of it, and I also ended up touching a bit of the base itself, and I ended up creating these little ripples. And I thought, I had to stop myself there before I actually went further with it, because I was kind of liking how it was looking. I was just playing there, and I said, but don't worry, next phase will block that part out. Gloss Heavy Gel is next, and basically what we're going to do is here we're going to use our little Citadel spatula, the little texture brush, and begin laying this out along the outer edges of the base itself. And with this medium, what we're going to do is we're going to use this to create waves on the base, because these guys have a very aquatic feeling to them and a lot of water. And here you can see we're going to blend that little doodad from the tentacle there into the base, and so it's going to camouflage that very nicely. And here I'm using basically the side, and I'm kind of scooching the medium out sideways so it gets a nice little ripple action there. But once it's dry, you can see here how we have that nice little texture, and it's as easy as that. Do not be afraid to give it a try. Well, I hope you found that quick tip useful and informative. You can watch another quick tip today on MiniWarGaming.com's Vault. Just click on the link in the video description below to watch it right now. If you're not already a Vault member, you can sign up for a free 7-day trial. Be sure to sign up for the Silver membership, and that will give you instant access to over 1,000 painting tutorials already in our Vault. And again, thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and happy wargaming.